Well, what an election it's turned out to be. Many were predicting that this will be an election which will go down to the wire, and certainly it's gone down to the wire. But ultimately, it seems that Donald Trump has pulled in quite decisively. With me, one of the foremost friends of India, well known Indian American, proud Indian citizen, Bharat Barai, joining us live right now, all the way from Chicago. Good to have you with us today, Bharat Bhai.
Good to see you, Brother Barai, after a long time. We met
I
in New
know
York
it's
in
been a while.
2014.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So tell me your initial thoughts of what we have seen today. You know, the way
Oh,
the way the U.S. election has gone on counting day. Just sum up the environment for me today.
it turned out to be not as close. And in all, the out of 50 states,
Hmm.
43 states were known to be either Republican or Democrat. That is the usual pattern. So people had counted out that this 43 states will vote, and exactly they voted accordingly. There was not one state that flipped. For a while, Virginia was looking like it might go for Trump, but eventually it went Democrat. But
Hmm.
out of the 7 remaining states, all the states have gone in favor of Trump. That is a surprise, and not by a small margin. Georgia, it's a margin of over 100,000 votes. Pennsylvania, it's a margin of over 250,000 votes. There is a margin in North Carolina of over 100,000 votes. Michigan and Wisconsin, at both places, the margin is still running around 100,000 votes. And Nevada and Arizona, which are on the western coast, there the margins are smaller. So it's surprising that all the 7 so-called swing states have voted decisively for Trump.
Hmm. So what is it what is it that India should really be looking out for? You know, from an Indian context, what do you think, Bharat Bhai?
Well, I
What's the
think it will
significance of
be
it?
Trump has a very good relationship with Hindu community.
Hmm.
In fact, he was the one who came out 3 days ago with an open statement in favor of Bangladeshi Hindus. And he said he will be protective of Hindus all over the world, not just in Bangladesh. He also has very good relationship with Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Hmm.
In fact, 3 or 4 times he used name of Narendra Modi to try to whatever worth it might be. But I can tell you that that currency will pay off. If you
Hmm.
look at the composition of Indian Americans in USA, about 38% are Gujaratis. About 35% are Telugus. I'm talking about voters. There are more H-1B visa Telugus, but
Hmm.
when it comes to voters and then others. So most of the NRIs, both Gujaratis, Telugus, and even Tamilians and Punjabis, UP, they are all fans of Prime Minister Modi.
And by that logic, would it be safe to say that a major chunk of Indian American vote would have gone to the Republican camp today?
The answer is yes. Now, it was divided in the sense the younger generation, 30 years less, born in USA, like my daughters,
Hmm.
they many times voted like a single issue candidate, the reproductive freedom.
Hmm.
So everything else was forgotten. While generation like me, 40 years or older, we thought more of India because we were born in India. We have more affiliation with India, more attachment to India, and more attachment to Narendra Modi.
Hmm.
So when the issue came of Bangladeshi Hindus, we were very much outraged. We had demonstrated in USA. And what is happening in Canada, we are also outraged by it that this kind of crap is going on against the Hindus.
Hmm.
So when somebody comes and openly gives a statement in favor of Hindus,
Hmm.
then obviously it's going to carry positive weight. And I can tell you, Bhupendra, by my, most of the friends that I have talked to, they all said they were going to vote for Trump.
Tell me, you know, one other interesting thing by which I've been very keenly following is Elon Musk. Now, with Mr. Musk coming in mainstream political territory, how much of a disruptive factor do you think would that turn out to be?
Elon Musk is a very smart guy. Think of it, he came as a student on a F1 visa from South Africa. And while he was studying, he must have been entrepreneurial. How many companies he has created which are so unique? Think of it, a man who came with nothing from South Africa as a student on F1 visa is today the richest man on earth.
Hmm.
So he has created so much.
Hmm.
People thought when he laid off half the staff of Twitter, oh, Twitter will go down the tube. Twitter is functioning fine. He created Tesla. He created SpaceX. He created the Starlink. Oh, think of it. He's a very smart guy.
Right.
And he will play an active part in Trump administration. And I think Tulsi Gabbard will also have an important role in Trump administration.
So is the Indian American community in top gear today? Is it like, the BJP supporters in India celebrating and Trump supporters? Is there a meeting of mind between Modi supporters in India and Trump supporters in America?
Yeah, as I told you,
Hmm.
80% or more of Indian Americans in USA are Narendra Modi fans. They are Narendra Modi supporters. You can see that every meeting that Narendra Modi has, we have thousands of people who line up. And Trump, by having good relationship with Narendra Modi, being a fan of India, in fact, if you remember, he went to Delhi in Ahmedabad.
Right.
In 2020. And he had the large reception at the Narendra Modi Stadium.
Yeah. Okay. Bharat Bhai, always a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time and your thought.